Okay, here we have a problem which has been given to us about a line passing through two particular points. The question actually asks us to find the equation of the line that's perpendicular to the first line passing through one of the points given. So what we need to do is work out what are the steps that we need to take in order to solve this problem. So the first thing we need to do is we need to read the question carefully and work out what is it asking us. We need to find the equation of line B that's perpendicular to line A. So if we want to find something which is perpendicular, we need to know m, the gradient of line A. If I know the gradient of line A, then I can work out what the gradient of line B is. So the second thing we need to do is find m. So using these coordinates, I'm going to firstly find the gradient of line A, and then I'm going to find the gradient of m of line B, and finally I'm going to rearrange the equation using this coordinate here to find C. Okay, so here we go. Firstly, I'm going to label my coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so using my equation, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and substituting into that, I can start to do some rearranging. So y2 is 9, y1 is 5, x2 is 5, and x1 is 3. So 9 minus 5 is 4, 5 minus 3 is 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So I now know the gradient is y equals 2x plus c, which is great. However, I don't need to know the equation of this line, I need to know the equation of the line perpendicular to that. So if I know that the gradient of line A is 2, I need to use the formula minus 1 divided by m, which is minus 1 divided by 2, to find the gradient of the perpendicular line. I now know the gradient of the perpendicular line is minus a half of x plus c. Okay. So in order to find C, I need to pick the coordinate it goes through. The question told me it went through the coordinate 3, 5. So I'm going to substitute the values 3 and 5 into the equation to find C. So let's go 5 equals minus a half times 3 plus C. Is minus a half times 3 is minus 1.5 plus c. If I add 1.5 to both sides, then I get 6.5 equals c. So the equation is y equals minus a half of x plus 6.5. Sometimes a question will ask you to express something in the form ax plus by plus d equals 0, where a, b, and d are elements of z. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that. What does it firstly mean? Well, z is a symbol for integers. It means that a and b and d all need to be integers or whole numbers. The second thing it means is that all of the values need to be on this side of the equal sign. So if you look at our problem, this value and this value happen not to be on the right side. So the first thing I need to do is I need to rearrange it. So if we were trying to shift the x over, I'm going to use inverse operations and add a half of x, and what I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other. So I'm going to get y plus a half of x equals 6.5. Now we see that I've got another problem, which is this value is on the wrong side. So I'm going to take it away and move it to the other side. Again, using inverse operations and the balance method. So if I do that, I end up with y plus a half of x minus 6.5 equals 0, which now means I've got all my values on the right side of the equal sign. I now need to make all the values integers or whole numbers. What I can do is I can multiply the whole of the equation, one side and the other, by 2. That will get rid of my half here and change the decimal value here to a full number. So then I get 2y plus x minus 13 equals 0, and I've rearranged my equation in the format that they wanted.